I am documenting my journey to try to just better my health and better my life. And I'm not focusing on the TTC journey anymore. I still want to conceive naturally, right? So I'm just going to let it happen however God sees fit. So I have been determined to walk more, and I hope that'll help me lose some weight. I'm not like terribly overweight, but by doctor and America's standards, I'm definitely overweight. So one of the things they suggested is that I lose some weight and just start just maintaining a healthy standard of living. So I'm determined to walk 10,000 steps a day and try to only eat what I cook, unless naturally I just don't have no lunch or something. I'll go buy something, but make it a healthy version of a lunch. And instead of like pressing about getting pregnant, I am just going to allow myself to enjoy being married to my husband and enjoy the process that we get to have while we prepare for eventually conceiving a child together. So this is, I don't know, it's like cycle day 7. So I'm done with the actual menstrual part, and now I'm just enjoying the fact that I'm not pregnant. So one thing that I have been doing that I said I was going to stop doing is stressing over it and like intensely praying for it. I'm still going to pray. Thank you, Jesus. But I'm not going to be like, Jesus, I want a baby. I want a baby. I need to have a baby right now. Instead, I'm just like, God, whenever it is in your will and whenever it is your time, I will conceive. And when I do conceive, I will be glad. I'll be grateful. I'll be thankful. And I will continue to give you all the glory and the honor and the praises. So that's one of my focuses. I might have so many other things that I'm trying to do as well. Go back to school, get a better career, continue to be the best version of me that I can be, and just continue to grow in my faith. Speaking of those words, I have a very funny story about growing in my faith. The title, it's a very funny story. I'll, make a video about it or whatever. But today, that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about releasing from the TTC journey. Like, I had met a couple. I went to a wine tasting like a couple weeks ago, and I met a couple, and I hadn't been drinking for like months because I've been trying to conceive. So I hadn't been drinking, but that day I was like, I want to go have some wine, so I'm going to. And I went with some friends, and I met a couple, an older couple, but they were extremely sweet and very personable. And I don't know what, other than God, inspired me to just talk to them, but I was talking to them, and they asked if I had, how long I had been married and if I had any kids. And of course I said, God has blessed me with my stepson, my bonus son, and I'm very thankful for him. But I don't have any kids of my own yet. But my husband and I are, we're fervently praying and trying. And they both said at the same time, almost like in sync, stop trying. I'm going to try to extend my camera enough to show you. She said, so many times we give things to God like this. We say, here, God, this is my trying to conceive journey. I'm giving it over to you. But that's not the way that you give God something, because when you hold in your hands like this, you can always take it back. Instead, we need to flip it and say, here you go, God. I want to conceive, but I want to do it when you're ready for me to do it. So I'm giving it to you. And so that is, on that day, it was a couple weeks ago on a Monday, I said, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to truly give it to God this way. instead of this way. So that's what inspired me to do this. And of course, I had a couple other people that I've talked to that I'm close with. Shout out to Dee Dee, who gave me an awesome story and a word and told me to truly release and enjoy my marriage and enjoy my husband and enjoy the first step of the process of trying to conceive, which is just being happy and in love and faithful. And it's going to come in God's timing. So that's what I got. That's what I'm doing. I'm focusing on my marriage, my husband, my health, and my relationship with God. And I'm giving it to God this way. I've released the Trying to Conceive Journey, and I hope you follow me to follow along with what's going to happen and when I conceive. Thanks. See you later.